This is the Krypton F series of 4-channel car amplifiers. The amps in this series are the Krypton F1 and the Krypton F2, and both amps use Class AB technology, with the Krypton F1 outputting 100 watts per channel at 2 ohms, 70 watts per channel at 4 ohms, and you can also bridge 2 channels together, which will give you 200 watts at 4 ohms. The Krypton F2 outputs 150 watts per channel at 2 ohms, 100 watts per channel at 4 ohms, and you can also bridge 2 channels together for 300 watts at 4 ohms. Now, whether you are a car audio competitor or just enjoy your music super loud, we engineered and designed these amplifiers from the ground up to give you great sound quality. The amps themselves have a sleek design with a nice black metal sheen, and on the face of the amps is a built-in voltmeter, which looks great, but also serves as a tool for you to know when your battery voltage is dropping, which would affect your system's performance. We designed these amps to be able to last for many years, even if you are playing them at max volume before clipping for extended periods of time. The Krypton F series is also protected by a fully IC controlled circuit, which includes mute, delay, soft start technology, so that the amplifier will turn on safely every time and protect your speakers from popping. On the side of the amps, we have our power, ground, and remote line terminals, we have 2 fuses, and over here we have our speaker wire terminals. Now you can see from the silk screening, it shows you that you can bridge channels 1 and 2 together or channels 3 and 4 together. So depending on your setup, you can either bridge channels together or use them as individual channels. There are a ton of configuration options because you can bridge 2 channels together on the amp, or you can plug in 2 speakers into any single channel on your amps. Now on the other side over here, we have our RCA inputs for channels 1 and 2 and for channels 3 and 4. And over here we have our input mode switch, which has 2 positions, 2 channel and 4 channel. This means if you only have one set of RCA outputs on your receiver or head unit, you can run this in 2-channel mode and still have a 4-channel amp to connect all of your speakers. If you have 2 pairs of preamp outputs on your head unit or receiver, you can run the amp in 4-channel input mode. Now these are the controls for channels 1 and 2, which is a level knob, a high-pass filter knob, a low-pass filter knob, and the crossover switch, which can be set into full range mode, high-pass filter mode, and low-pass filter mode, which also acts as a band pass. The controls for channels 3 and 4 are exactly identical to this. Now going back to the crossover, between channels 1 through 4, they can all play in full range mode, where no frequencies will be filtered out, or in high-pass filter mode, where you will be filtering out some of the lower frequencies between the range of 15 Hz to 4 kHz. Or you can use the low-pass crossover setting to filter out higher frequencies. Now something really cool about the low pass filter is that you can actually use this mode to create a band pass filter. So if you set the crossover to low pass mode, you can set the high pass filter and the low pass filter, and then the range in between is what you will actually hear. This is really useful if you want to create a subsonic filter to target really low lows, or if you are doing something like using mid-range speakers on these channels and you want to create a certain frequency range that they can play out of. There's also a bass equalizer knob over here, which will boost the low end up to 12 dB. Now because of all these crossover settings we have on the Krypton F series of amps, these amplifiers are ideal for subwoofers, either sealed or vented, full range speakers, tweeters, mid-range speakers, or even combinations of all different types of speakers. For example, on channels 1 and 2, you can set the crossover to full mode and have full 4-range speakers playing from there. Then you can bridge channels 3 and 4 together and use the bandpass feature to find the perfect frequency range for your vented subwoofer. Or you can use channels 3 and 4 with the high pass crossover setting to have your tweeters on. We actually made this graphic so you can see a list of popular configurations that you can do with these amplifiers. These amplifiers are capable of supporting so many different setups in your car, but you're probably wondering what one of these amps actually can do, so let's go check out a demo we have set up.
What's up guys? So as you can see, I have my Krypton F2 all set up and ready to go. Now usually this amp is used to power full range car speakers, but it's so powerful that we decided to do a bigger setup with our WB65K LED wakeboard speakers. I also have my phone connected to the RCA input of the amp, so I'm gonna play some music for you guys to show you how powerful this amp really is. Here we go. Coming out of all 8 cylinders. It's shaking. So much bass. Oh my god, this thing is like, woo!
So as you can see from the demo just how powerful the Krypton F series is. So if you're looking for a powerful, sleek, and versatile 4-channel car amplifier for your setup, look no further than the Krypton F-Series from Rockville.